Hello, welcome back to Middle Age Gamer. Now, hopefully everything's running cool and should be okay for this little video. Basically, we're back in Tarkov. It's been a heck of a long time. I want to see if there's still absolute, how can I say this, idiots playing it that don't respect other gamers in that respect, if you know what I mean, for me, or just want to play like really sadistic, you know. Chances are yes. So we're going to go in, have a quick scav run so it doesn't really affect much. We'll go customs, time of day, it'll be 11 in the afternoon. There's no one on, I'm readied up. Let's go. Yeah, basically I've been itching to play this game again for a while. Hopefully I'll get back into it. I'm not happy about the creators of it, and some of the remarks I've been reading, but to be honest with you, it's a case of this game is a hardcore game to me. It's just an ordinary game, and games they're a media, they are a entertainment, a art piece to many extents. Do I think this game's finished? No. Do I like finished games? Yes. Do I like unfinished games? No. To be honest with you, it's like by the time you get used to one way, they introduce something else and you have to do it again, and it never gets finished. And eventually a line has to be drawn in the sand and say, right, this is it. We stop, move on, or release the game to the masses, get it off their own website and let it go onto Steam, etc., and gain more popularity, I guess, in that respect. But you know, I mean, that's just so that the masses can get into it, because right now it's exclusive to theirs. A lot of people don't like international, and now that you've got the rules with money and that, with what's going on in the world today, you won't be able to pay for that. Do you know what I mean? There is restrictions in place that stop you, how would you say, sending money to that specific thing, you know? So that's why I say the only way you can do it now is if it either becomes free to play, which the age of it should be, you know, and just put out there so that people can still enjoy it and keep it alive while all this crap in the world's going on. But who knows? Either way, let's go and see if we can survive. That's what we're here today, is to have a quick gander. I mean, I love the fact that I've got a single shot semi-auto, and they use wooden stocks for that. It's a civilianized, let's call it, an American civilianized AR. That's been hodgepodge together. At least it looks like I've got a 35 round mag in there, but we'll see. It's weird to give you a nice Magpul mag. Receiver could be okay, but it's just, you know, semi-auto only. And then the wood stock, it's kind of retro cool. Right, where are we? Railroads to military bases, where we're going to head off. Now, the problem is with this, they've also changed it now so that you've got more time in the game. I have to loot just because I want to loot something. Like I say, our goal is just to get out without dying. But you know, I've had a try in between the last time I recorded a video on that, and I remember at that point I just literally got blasted in the head. Which way we're going to go across? So, railroad to military base, am I right? Oh no, it's here, this one. Let's have a look. Factory far corner. That's over in the end of admin gate, so yeah, we've got a long run. I'll go around this way. I know I'm going to get hit. I've got this horrible feeling. Because now they've extended the time, the chances of hitting actual players is so freaking high. It's like ridiculous. You got to keep your head on a swivel, keep looking. Yeah, I've got no stamina now, so I'm having to recoup. That's the other download. When we've been playing all these other games, it's, you know, like Call of Duty and that, coming back into this is just like, oh my god. I mean, it still looks great. It's still a good game. Now, we can go across there and up and over. That'll get us to railroad, yeah. Let's cut through. Don't shoot, let's go. Now here's the problem I've got. We've got to get across this main road without being blasted through the forest. If you keep left, and then run. Okay, they are ordinary people, not interested in us.
Yeah, easy.
Move, you sod. Thank you. Alright, I'm not going to bother with that stash because there's always someone hiding down there ready to drop a freedom package in my head. Now my way over this is to go this way. Right, that sounds like there's a heck of a lot of crap going on up. Don't want to be part of that. Like I say, we're just going to head to railroad. Let's see if we can get... Oh, that's there, isn't it, railroad? Yeah. Don't hang around. Stay low, because there'll be people up there now. Come on. Let's have a look. You know, I mean, someone's already been in that box. As I just said, you can always tell when people are around. There's gonna be people over there, railroad's here. Oh, come on guys, we could be out on this. Let's see. Yeah, like I say, I tried it in between. Oh, I thought I saw something here. Did I? Yeah, I'd tried it before, and like I say, I walked in and back at the factory area where we spawn, sort of thing, that area. As I was walking through, one of the other scavs, pretty similar to the way I'm dressed in this, just literally popped his head round the corner and just shot me. Didn't even ask me, didn't do the Tarkov wiggle, like, you know, respect would have been, oh look, just in case, quick wiggle, you know. It's like, no, I'm a scav, I'm going to nick everything that you have, you know, and in doing so, basically left me screwed. And I thought, well, that's a little bit of a poop, as they say. So it was one of those horrible moments. Let's call it that. But it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Tarkov is still a great game, and I don't care about, like I say, political sides. I'm not interested in that. That's for the politicians to decide, and you know, leave it to that. But to me, it's a case of I love, you know, FPS shooters. I don't mind hardcore. I like arcadey more. I like Call of Duty as well. I like, you know, all that stuff. It's only when, you know, people want to choose to use it for the wrong gains. Whereas for me, it's a case of, you know, bar humbug, I guess. You know, there's no need to mess about with that sort of stuff. So if we take all this stuff out. Now, back to Tarkov. So we've just managed to get all this. I might keep the ADAR. You know, I love it. It says it's a 20 round mag. A 21 would finish just a little bit. So, well, maybe it is. That's just the way it looks. It's kind of, because if you look at the Stanax, I mean, you know, not that I can really show you, but it would be like slightly curved, I guess. But yeah. So let's see if we can go and trade some stuff. But yeah, the other thing I don't like is with this game, you know, every time they reset, they keep changing the stuff on it. So, like for instance, before you used to be level 10, then they said it was too easy, now you're level 15, or 14 or 15, I can't remember now. I'll find out for you if you bear with me. We just go on to flea market. Yeah, level 15. So there you go. And I think that's not cricket. You know, other people can complain all they want about whatever, because as far as I'm concerned, the more people that have access, the earlier you have access to the flea market, the more weapons you're going to get, and the more chance for survival you're going to have. In theory, you know, I know it's only theory, and what do I know? I'm just a casual gamer that enjoys all this stuff. But, you know, it's like there are guns in this game now that I would love to own, and I can't own yet because I'm not part of the flea market. Apparently, they've just added the USP, which, as by now we all know, the USP is my favourite pistol of all time. Just because it is a symbol of Metal Gear Solid. Don't get me started on the Mark 23 USP and that, because the tactical and the tactical USP and the Mark 23 are technically the same gun, developed for two countries. Originally, the Mark 23 came first in technical time. The USP came after, but it was originally the USP was on the drawing board first. But then the US came out with specific requests, let's say, and they wanted a gun with a separate decocker, so they had to rip the decocker off and put it separate, and it looked more apparent to like the P226 sort of decocker on it. And to be honest, on Real Steel, that decocker is so flush with the actual gun, it's hard to get purchased, it's not very grippy. Most people will literally just rack the slide, take the round out, you know, mag out, drop the hammer and put it all back, because they can't use that thing. It's very hard in Real, you know. And at them times, aftermarket parts, especially when it's a military gun designed to only be sold in militaries, not on the civilian market yet, it was a case of one of those. And then again, many civilians were like, oh, many military, sorry, was this gun's too long, so let's drop it an inch and make it a little bit better, more compact with the controls that you just push down on the safe to decock, up for safe, level for neutral, for fire. Put a decent set of sights on it. I love the tactical version because you got threaded barrel, and you can put the same suppressors on it. It's designed for the same suppressor as Mark 23. Everything's pretty much it. It's just like I say, and because USP came after, all the improvements in the internals came with the USP. So rant over. USP is awesome. I know there'll be people out there saying, "Oh, but the P320 is good." No, P320 is it looks kind of good, but it's kind of like the Lamborghini Countach. It's beautiful to look at, but to use, not so. You know, the idea of pulling out the chassis, that came from the USP. The idea of, you know, having multiple frame sizes, again, USP. It was just obviously more archaic in design in the way that you had two chassis sort of like connected by one arm rod, you know, from the trigger rod, should I say. But generally that's how it was supposed to be, and you could just quickly interchange it between 9mm and what have you. But anyway, digressing. Like I say, all this stuff, and it's like the one thing I hate about the Striker Fire platform is if you drop that thing, it's gonna break. And even though the government and, you know, many people are saying, oh no, it's fixed now, they're saying that to just promote themselves because they realise they bought the wrong gun. It's the biggest bag of shite in that respect. I love, like I say, the guns and stuff, but they are a poster gun, not an actual shooter's gun for me. And that's why you've got so many iterations. You have that new, I believe there's a new comp version of it that's come out that's like $3,000 or something. A ridiculous amount of money for a Gucci version of it. But yeah, I do love it, and like I say, you can't buy them here. You know, let's see if it is actually out. Let's have a go. Let's go USP, enter. There you go, HK USP Tactical. The mechanic will have it, but it doesn't give you like a you know, like a specific. But yeah, I would love to have that one. because I actually own the airsoft version of it. Because I'm English, we're not allowed real guns here because we're not trusted by our Overarch. But yeah. Anyway, this has been Escape from Tarkov. A quick look back. I'm really interested. I'm thinking about getting back in it. Please let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more, and I can waffle on about guns and stuff like that if you want. And you can find out how much full of BS I am. Whatever. You know, I still enjoy it. Anyway, this has been Middle Aged Gamer, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.